Good evening, everyone. It's absolutely unreal to be here. I attended the very first Tipping Point benefit at Bimbo's, and I had the privilege of speaking at the first Tipping Point breakfast with Sam Cobbs. There we are. Look, it's Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris, our former Surgeon General, and now Mayor Lori. Who knew we were all so young back then? That was a few months before I became the first person in my family to graduate from college. Sam and I were there representing one of Tipping Point's original grantees, First Place for Youth, where Sam was the CEO at that time. First Place was the reason I was able to go to school at all. I was adopted at birth, and my adopted mom struggled with her mental health. I was 10 years old when her boyfriend started sexually abusing me. He would give me a $1 bill each time he did. I thought, if that's all I'm worth, then I have nothing to lose. It wouldn't matter if I got in trouble for telling on him. So I told the policeman who lived next door, and the boyfriend was arrested. Then I started looking for love in all the wrong places. At the age of 15, I was placed into foster care and found out I was pregnant. I moved 8 times that first year, and as my 18th birthday got closer, I was terrified that my daughter Nyla and I would age out of the system and onto the streets. But that's what First Place is all about. They take over where the system leaves off. They set me and Nyla up for our very first apartment, and that made all the difference. They hooked us up with counseling, financial planning, made sure we had bus passes and Christmas presents. My youth advocate was one of the first people in my life who told me I was smart and who really believed in me. I remember waking up at 5 a.m. every day to take the BART to the bus to get to daycare at 7 a.m. and then school by 8. I worked so hard, but it was all worth it. I graduated from college with honors. Back then, First Place only had one location in Oakland, and today, they are all over California and in 8 other states. They've also helped pass legislation to make sure that foster youth everywhere can get the kind of support that I receive. Groups like First Place are boots on the ground. They have that direct touch. But that kind of expansion and influence doesn't happen without Tipping Point, not without years of investment, strategic support, and deep partnership. When I think about it, we were all pioneers together. We really paved the way. It's funny to have this chance to reflect. The last time I spoke at a Tipping Point event, it was like she's young and full of promise. She's got her whole life ahead of her. The question back then was, what do I want to be? And wow, so much has happened since then. My daughter Nyla is turning 24 this month. And today, I'm the Assistant Director of Radiology at one of Kaiser Permanente's many hospitals. Where I started as a summer intern in college. I get to be on the management team supporting doctors and nurses and helping oversee over 140 staff across radiology. In 2016, I got my MBA. I have an amazing husband, and together we have 2 younger children, Michaela and Isabella, who are 3 and almost 5. I just turned 40 in March, and I'm proud to say I've accomplished so many of my goals. Nyla got the childhood I never had, full of ballet lessons, AP classes, traveling. I get to be the boss I've always dreamed I would be, and I'm parenting with a man I love and admire. We go on vacations and take our kids to Giants games. Go Giants. Now the question is, what will be my next thing? One thing I know for sure is I have an important story to tell. I think it will make an amazing book. Most 18-year-olds have a family they can call or a place to go home to. But for foster youth like me, first place for youth is that family. I'm proof that housing is one of the first steps to stability. Having housing meant I could focus on college and caring for my daughter. It meant I could land a job at Kaiser that gave me the means to support her, and that turned into an incredible career. Now my kids make fun of me. They pretend to pick up the phone and they say, "Hello, this is the manager on call." The only professionals I saw as a kid were people wearing suits on TV. But for my kids, it's real life. For them, it's all they know. And I thank God for that. This is what it looks like to break the cycle. And there's no way it would have happened without all of you. Sam, you have been one of the greatest mentors and role models for me. You've shown me and countless others what it means to persevere, and I thank you for that. Thank you for always being there. And to my daughter, Nyla, who's here tonight, I want to say thank you. You gave me a reason to get my life together, to push through the darkness and find the light. All I ever wanted to be was someone you could be proud of. Thank you.